They're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the New York Jets. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach, he's got his guys in mid-season form already, an impressive 3-0 start to the year. Opposite him, the Jets' Aaron Glenn. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
27 yards. That's another Jets. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Gadsden the second. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time. And he got his respect. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, it's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. Hey, look, he was great. Not his best game ever, but obviously was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about let's take that forward now. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 12.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
Looking to throw. They'll try and do this himself. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
2 yards.
No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
22 yards. First down.
On the give, Jeanty. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43.
Panthers, first down. A gain of 15. First down, Panthers.
Up the middle, it's Jenty. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Taken down at the 41. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll look to throw. Wilson's got it complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Jalen McMillan, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
The tackle made.
3rd down and 13. They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. He's got his target. That's complete. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
And the Jets, first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
A 6-yard pickup brings up.
And Wilson in motion left.
At the 44-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Able to find the open man. That's complete. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
He'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Jets, first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 16-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
Back to throw here. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line down at the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Williams is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And the Panthers first down.
On play action, they'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
26-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. The kick by Piñeiro is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Now they can't bring him down. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. This, the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before byes kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. Our journey through the NFL starts now. At M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, the Ravens at home to take on the Chicago Bears. And here's the home team's running back. He's going to take this one in 11 yards on the touchdown run. The Ravens are now 4-0. What a first month as they continue to roll. Meanwhile, let's check in on the Dolphins as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And it's the former Notre Dame quarterback, Riley Leonard. His 100th career touchdown pass. The Colts have the lead in a game where both teams come in on losing streaks, so someone's got to get out of here with a victory. One more to show you real quick. We go to Houston. It's the Texans hosting the LA Chargers. And this is Justin Herbert. He pulls it, and now he's thinking first down. Now he's thinking touchdown. 31 yards on the scramble for the score. This one's at halftime, and it's the Chargers with a big lead on the road at the half. With that, time to look at the rest of the action here in Week 4 as we wrap up the first month of the season. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Complete. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are back within a score. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Jets now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. 4 receivers on the field. It's 3rd and 4.
A gain of 13 on the play. It's now
back to throw. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
first down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
The tackle made.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here. 2nd and long. He'll drop to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. Here's the Jets punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. A give out of the gun to Genty. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
They'll set up a throw. He'll try and do this himself. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll go. Here's Genty. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Once again, it's Genty. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down.
A run out of the gun with Genty. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
1st down.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd.
They'll set up to throw.
At the 20-yard line.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 19 yards away. And the Panthers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Jets, 13.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tyson Campbell on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6.
Let's go.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
16 yards. And the Jets, 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Jeffrey Bassa coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They'll come up now on second down.
Set. Broncos. Up.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Pass caught, Miller. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back to throw. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42.
Jets, first down. First and 10.
He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Jets. Javonte Williams. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Piniero's extra point up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So now the Panthers down by a field goal, 1:09 to play. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it first and 10. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Panthers first down.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's first and 10 now. They'll look to throw. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. He's back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Jets, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Commanders. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.